we saw him hold an angle and get flash. It was like, if this game went on longer, I don't know if he would just get continuously outplayed. In terms of who's the best player, I'd still say it's Crimbo. He can match up to the wits, I think, of his opponents at almost every level. And he'll be key on Anubis as well. But Overpass is where the trouble begins.
Yeah, VP kind of being touted as the best or one of the best Overpass teams in the world. They have shaped the meta.
I did not know you could hear it from right here. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lame. Thompson gonna get smoked out. Nope. Almost. But nope. Blocks go over top. Nothing. They're gonna just charge out through the heaven smoke. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Sets up Sin. Pushes along the boardwalk. He still has Montu above him, who decides not to go jumping through smoke like his other 3 teammates. And we've got a bomb down at this point. So man advantage, post plant, and 2 CTs soon to be found out here by Virtus.pro. But they give the counter-terrorists room to wiggle. They've managed to get Montu up along the water. Fame is waiting for him, but Montu comes in off a different angle, and then Mir's gonna use the pillar as cover towards barrels. Ooh. Montu double kill in the retake as James has secured a little bit of short control. They've got a kit on Sin. They've got James fighting first. He needs to get through Montu and then get Sin off the bomb. And damn, Montu, okay.
Yeah.
3 headshots in the 2v3 retake like it's nothing.
Yes, such good aim. That was really so. All I can say is I hope he keeps coming forward. I hope he keeps abusing the fact that he's got great mechanics. In 2020 on stats alone, he was like top 15 just on like ADR and certain metrics on HLTV. Of course, in terms of actual impact, he wasn't quite there, right? But very impressive from perspective of output and mechanics.
Ooh, Norbert sliding down beneath the wood wall player. Crimbo's double kill. Gonna be impactful before he's dropped. Process can clean up Fame, but Flit's right there with the trade frag. And Flit is above and beyond so far at groups. Coming into this match with a 1.4 rating. Just nasty. Leaps and bounds above the rest of the riflers. We get the short play in from Tabson soon enough. Molotov to the bomb plant, which isn't being prioritized because bomb's on Flit in smoke. Look at this, a freebie for Tabson. Flit backs up into his death, and James is thrust into the clutch. Tabson right here, as James sees him, doesn't get the kill. Tabson's SMG for 2.
Wow.
And Big can...
Everybody, go to Blast TV.
Or HLTV.org. Artillery barrage here from VP, but doesn't look like it's going to hit anybody.
Ooh, but if they were there, they were so dead.
Yeah, we saw some really nice nade lineups out of Crimbo on Anubis yesterday versus Cloud9. I always expect Big to have good nades. Kind of have that expectation with Virtus.pro as well. And that's like what I like stylistically about this head-to-head. It's why I thought the first time they'd play against each other this year, you know, to start a groups, it would be
very tactical.
Very, very tactical. You know, it's like a gentleman's agreement to play quality Counter-Strike. Feels like everybody in the server a real fan of the craft. 45 on the clock, and VP have shown some presence on the B site. It's keeping Big 3 here. Fame's also happy to start running a bit of a banana bathrooms risk.
33 seconds, so.
A little bit of utility. Didn't really shake up the defense. Big held strong down on B. T's got some smokes and flashes left. Sin, it's up close on the A1S. Norbert gonna win the duel, doesn't get the second. Clean! Process!
That's perfect layers right there for that exact hit. 13 seconds, and they're peeling away. They have lost. Not a single kill on the entry. Sid dies earlier on. Or post-Sin, I should say. And with the clock expiring, at least they keep these AKs.
Every step of the way as well, they have been written off. Heroic Big felt in the air, but when they won that game, felt like that was all they were going to get. It was almost celebrated that they got a win. You know, that was kind of like the community consensus. Like, good for Big,
yeah,
but time to lose.
At least they won a best of 3.
Yes.
Because they hadn't done that in so long.
Yes. That match versus Cloud9, though, legit.
But this is a no-luck 5-0 start. They are the better team right now.
Seizing the opportunity today. Ooh. Process to be tested once more. Survives it. Norbert doesn't get a thing, but Sin actually falls through the smoke spam.
But you got to have the eyes forward on the A side. That's where the 3 Ts are encroaching upon.
And it's Flit to lead the charge. Tabson, he just got dinked from the Tech 9 at this distance.
Oh, good cover from Montu, though.
Yeah, but Tabson won't survive. They know Montu's also relegated behind Dice. Nice grenade, actually, on the fadeaway.
God.
He finds the little that remained of Flit.
That's the Iverson right there. Beautiful stuff from Montu. And the fallback is absolutely warranted. Back Dice, he would have just gotten closed off from both long and from inside bathrooms. And with time running out, Heaven Smoke comes in. Process could walk up back pit or sit pretty.
One flash to get through this, and it goes beyond Process. Mir takes the long road around through Monster. Smoke in Heaven, they've got just enough time to go for this plant. And James, well, he's lucky that bomb doesn't get run down. Process thinking maybe water's occupied. There's the first one found out as the op shot rings out. Now they know exactly where the last 2 CTs are. And James opts to double all the way back around towards Monster.
No
James gonna get in front of Mir. Crimbo, gets caught by the headshot. Wow. They finagle the B plant. Montu switching out to the AK, quick redirection around through water. He's got the kit, he pushes in, he kills James first. That gun's got 4 bullets in it. Mir, Shadow Peek, now it's empty. Pistols out, all he's got, no frag, and VP find themselves on the board with a late B rotation.
I mean, they don't win, but at least he looks fearsome. That's good recovery from Virtus.pro. Great shot from James. Instant headshot on a get out like that for sure.
Nades again, but nobody's home. It's a boost over here, deep with the A1S. Crimbo's just hiding in the bushes.
Creepy.
Like a bird watcher.
It's Prius.
I think that's a pretty odd hobby, if I'm being honest.
No offense.
Well, a little.
Yeah, I mean, does it? I mean, do people who love bird watching, are they like addicted to Pokemon Go? Is it just
could be something weird? Yeah, like bug catchers.
Are they all in Pal World right now?
With the other 2 million people?
Bird watchers.
This boost, it's so funny. 3 players boosted and Tabson steals the kill. Crimbo's like, what am I?
Wait, can he still shoot them?
Yep.
Coming into the site?
Yes.
Whoa.
From the boost, maybe not. But from this spot, Tabson's got pressure on the site. Pistols are going to run at this. At least VP have extra time. USBs.
Wait, what?
Double from Montu. Pressure all around. What is this?
You don't win rounds like this versus VP.
He throws it out. They give it up, and it's USB.
Except for sort of everything except Crimbo and Montu was somewhat awkward.
Yeah, that's what Dostan said in the interview, right? He said, like, Anubis and Big just doesn't really click, or, like, he finds it odd that we go there.
Yeah. He expected Big to pick it, but he thinks that they're weak, basically. Not the first team to have doubted Big openly, and, you know, fair enough. Like, this is the best we've seen from them. It's been a lot worse, so respect is earned.
Real improvements as the Blast Groups has gone on. VP, 3 more chances to rack up a round win. Mir's boost comes through,
man.
and Crimbo's watching that.
He actually was not watching it because he was crouched. So
Thought he was watching it. Tech 9 kill comes out. Can Crimbo pick up the slack? Oh, James through the barrel.
Oh, that's one mistake.
Still winnable. Montu and Tabson, 2v4. Yeesh, they've been found out. And Montu's dead. Flit double headshot. VP, the boost to unravel it all.
Oh man, that's Mossy bit.
Bro, Navi Jr. was a farm fest.
Ooh, here's a sick timing.
Norbert swinging for the fences here. Final round of the half, and he wants his entry. Haven't really had that, like, glaring success from Norbert, and he's pulled other teams apart in this bomb site. Process just charging headstrong into the site, clearing Mir of the board. Flit eats the flash, doesn't fire. And the counter-terrorists slot into the defense. Smoke, and Flit's ahead of it, but doesn't want to try to lose that bomb. You got a minute to make this work. Final round of the half. Man disadvantage to fight back from. Flit, does he read this boost? No, he reacts.
Well, that was a great option, I'd say, for Tabson. To keep the momentum up on the punishes, but now it's 3v3.
Process tried to return fire, didn't find the mark. Couple smokes and a Molotov, 4 bigs still. And we've got 35 seconds on the clock. If they could find a way to put it down front Monster, they could have stopped this hit, but here it comes. They've managed to get out. A molly on the bomb site could also be massive. And just the certainty that Short shouldn't get pushed. Fame brings Montu down with him. Process floats between the site, and as Flit's hands are busy, Process looks to get up the boardwalk. Molotov's gonna force Flit out, but he swings before it even pops. Burnt to a crisp. It's a CZ of Crimbo. He gets the gun upgrade, dives into the site. James missed shots, and Crimbo over the box. But it's James to seal the deal. A clutch at the end of the half. It's not like we're banking on Montu and Crimbo as we were yesterday. If the floor of big has risen, then VP may have their hands full, because Flit hasn't popped off like a madman. James not dominating just yet, but he does have the CT side. And we know James with an op on the defensive overpass can really be something special. So, ball's in VP's court to prove that they deserve that shot to London. None of the new Blast partner teams for this last year of the program have managed to qualify straight to London. Virtus.pro would be the only... Oh! Norbert.
Okay. Okay. All right.
That was disgusting.
That's the only bullet shot this round.
In all the best ways. Smoke for Dumpster. We've got James in the corner. Oof, a gush. Not ideal for Fame. But James got a back turn to him. All's good.
Oh, Jesus.
Flash out into Tabson. Easy pickups for James, and now they are so stuck. They've got a player behind them on bathrooms already flanking. This one's looking like a massacre or a masterpiece. Sin, 2 kills in. James low. Fame's half health.
Only headshots.
But Bomb is back by bathrooms, of course. He's gotten himself the 3rd. This is a 1v5 out of Sin. 3 kills deep, and James is low. But Norbert's had enough.
Oh, a second bullet shot that round.
Kicks it off and ends it.
Damn.
The umps are back. But there's also an MP9.
So do you think they're doing something wrong, or...
No, I think they're just doing something, I was going to say unique, but there's actually other teams. I haven't heard a pro talk to me. Tell me the strengths of the ump over the other SMGs. Mm-hmm. That's all I really want to know.
Well,
James Banks?
The strengths numbers-wise are always...
Get in there.
...versus armor.
Okay.
Yeah, it just has a really high armor pen, but it's got, you know, low mag and... Gets you 1 dig, that's a downside.
Yep, true. Completely the ump's fault, agreed.
Turns your head into a watermelon. It's just a side effect. It's a small print.
Ooh, this is sketchy, isn't it? Crimbo picks up the ump, dies. Coincident? I don't think so. Flit falls back into water. Hears them charging down, but do they commit to trying to flood out here? Nice trade frag. 35 on the clock. Norbert's going to get himself into the water. It's a great position to anchor B from, but B's not the intended target. Tabson didn't join the rest of the pack down towards connector, so he's found a very interesting timing, but he actually gets spotted out by Fame. Still has the dice box to try and work with.
Wow.
And a deagle shot between the teeth. Mir He's dodging them, takes some to the face.
Woo!
The ump punctures through. This is unarmored pistols. Norbert comes out, tries to snap, does. Second kill's clean, goes over the dumpster. Montu pinned against the wall.
Oh!
Peek or be peeked. Norbert 1v3.
Damn, that was beautiful, Norbert. Yeah,
you can
they
beat
do.
him up. They'll drag you into the 5th. They'll take their time with you.
It's really true.
Rack up the body shots.
They can't get knocked out.
Score some points with leg kicks. You know, they're just
got thick
VP.
necks. They're just what?
They're just VP.
Just VP, yeah.
Kings of the split decision.
That's great. I love that. That is such a good encapsulation of exactly what it feels like to watch them play some maps. Like,
Did they win?
they really win? But then they do it like 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
What do they know? What do they know?
It's like I see 13 at the top of the screen, but I'm still not convinced.
Kings of the split decision. That's good. But yeah, the high fight IQ thing.
And of the split second decisions.
Wow. We're just workshopping lines right now.
Yes, this is behind the scenes. Tabson, good trade frag out long, but remember, bomb's all the way back in spawn still. Tabson can have his fun. He's got 3/4 of what's left of VP preoccupied in this bomb site. He's got teammates now joining him front bathrooms. Looking out for the flashes. Fame dropping Tabson. Process locked in for the trade frag, expecting the peak. And Process will continue this form. 21-9.
Oh!
Make it 22.
Make sure you trust the process, baby. That is beautiful.
One-man army inside of the site. Just like that, we've got Big in the lead.
Yeah, that's
And remember, all that economic damage from the round before.
yeah, that's right. That's right. That was not nothing. It was just Norbert last round, and it's just Norbert again. It's one thing to be a one-way player, have that good CT side, but Process here on T side on Overpass. Topping up 22 frags.
And a healthy buy for VP now. The CT side shriveling. And Big, they're going to go hyper-aggressive right into the B site. It's an aggressive stance. They know what they want. Woo. And they kick it off with a Process SMG headshot. But he is killed by Mir,
Mir's
who
catching
leans
him.
back and covers it. We've got no smoke towards heaven. Crimbo going to try to get one out. The entire Big clan just stuck outside of Monster, waiting for somebody to step into that scope. Can Montu move it all forward?
You have to respect the smoke back pit before they try to scale. Nope. They
Good
go
trade.
for it.
Peek out from Fame. He'll get there in the end. Op shot is a miss, and Montu to the clutch. It's Jame and Mir in the water, in the smoke. Weird, he sees the shadow. He should have seen the shadow on the second player right along the wall.
Oh my God, James just sitting still.
But he has completely lost track of this, didn't notice the
James just
detail.
gotta walk out now, I mean, surely.
And James should have this in the bag. Walks up behind him. Ooh, okay, sketchy, but all's good.
Yeah. Yeah, the shadow was
He should have
there.
seen the shadow.
Themselves, essentially. No one pushed them back. There wasn't anything that tricky from Virtus.pro to dissuade them, but they were clearly in their heads. And now Virtus.pro have a lead.
That's what VP do. Like a brain worm, they burrow in. You're afraid of them and you pay the price. Now James takes a deeper angle right back to dominating the front of this A site. Sits in bathrooms. Unfortunately, for a night where Big play better than ever this week, we get a glimpse of the problematic decision-making that got them here. The struggles versus heroic, based on that. What a gut-wrenching feeling it must be to have had rounds up on Virtus.pro within their map pick. A huge performance from Process, and nobody else can seem to catch up. Montu's op started hot but cooled off.
They could have needed that.
polishes one or two elements of the play, and then they manage to succeed with it. Crimbo down towards B solo. Just saw Norbert, but 30 seconds, he'll get mollied. Bomb, of course, towards bathrooms. James, stoic as ever, awaits what feels like VP's inevitable 12th.
So little faith in the low numbers conversion. That last round, they got lots of kills at the end. They just didn't do it with time, so we'll see if they give it a shot. But wait, 15 seconds, are they committing?
Same thing. 15 seconds, they're gonna try again, but this site is once again stacked. Process did come through with kills last time. Tapson cut down on long. Jame locked into the corner. Crimbo can go for the plant, but he misses the timing.
They can rush him down,
the kill?
but it's too late.
There's two. It's good.
I can't believe they even tried that.
VP, 5.
Yeah.
He's shut them down every time these last 5 rounds.
He really is the Eye of Sauron. He's just staring at you.
And they're going to try it again. Getting closer with smoke front sight. This is going to allow for them to get dangerously close. But then all of VP come upwards to stack it. We've got 3 defenders in the A site and big, hard-headed as they will try to break through again.
Listen, they got the trades, they just did it too late last time. Now they have the same space and a lot more time.
And will that time make a difference?
Uh-oh, another frontside smoke.
Fame afforded a bit more room to play around the dice.
CT's no long control. That's a plus for big, 32 seconds. Just don't repeat the exact same thing as last time.
T's juggling util. Fame's gonna go peeking in. Oh no!
Oh no.
2 kills. Fame felt like he had enough space to take the risk, and sure enough, again, this A site is rock solid. 6 in a row. Playstyle and improvements has taken the floor of this team and arisen it.
Would that make his nickname Newbie?
It might. It might. You're onto something. But with Mir as well, replacing Kickert, I think it's a winning formula. And on top of that, as Bubsky said, absolute grinders of the game. Every online cup they can possibly get their hands on, every game of Counter-Strike, every round of CS, they are down to party.
They waited for that tabs and push.
They didn't get the kill from it, but they've also got Crimbo down in water on the fallback. He doesn't want to float around like Process.
Yeah, it's, oh my god, that is insane from Norbert.
Process has got something to work with. Luckily, Sin has a bomb at his feet. He's going to keep on trying to fight. Insta-swaps the USP.
He should go for it, honestly. He's got a player behind him, Montu helping out, but they both die. Ooh, they just get outgunned. But it's an honest game right there. They tried to stop that bomb from being picked up. I think they should have fought. They just didn't hit their shots, and now it's all on Tapson. Man to make first contact, ready for this 1v3, but the bomb is now starting to extract.
Flit's taking this one.
Yeah, but it's a perfect counter. I mean, okay, Tapson's coming back. Maybe there's a chance.
Oh, maybe if Fame wasn't so sharp. We didn't get this like lights out performance from.
For example, to soften people up while they're in the default is a way to defend as prophylaxis. Pushing out of E-box for the pick with Montu. Instead of standing in the site, holding it passively and waiting, getting out into the areas the T's are early in creative ways, like the baskets pushes that we see sometimes. That's demanded of the CT side. Just because you live as a CT until 40 seconds doesn't mean you've won the round in any meaningful sense. VP will still have a full exec. They'll have a 2 choke point split, and you'll have the same weak CT spots that lose better teams the same rounds. But this is pretty much all Process will do here.
This time with lesser weapons. MP9, 5.7s. Very little mid-attention following through from the bridge. A very hopeful Montu. Like 357 bullets through a smoke isn't going to turn Mir away.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of power over on A with Crimbo and Montu. A lot of power that hasn't really seen much action yet so far this map. We see them getting closer to B yet once more. So it's Tabson towards Temple to support. Smoke going down at the right moment. Prosis.
They're gonna nade this.
He's in the danger zone. Does the smoke bounce back? What happens there? Prosis just stuck. It's actually a late rotation in through camera. Instant execution on Montu. And then into the site goes Mir. Beautiful. God. But Bomb, does it have time? Gets picked back up. Oh, boy. He's got it.
Oh, Mir literally won the round.
Whew.
Pathing perfectly into 2 full kills. Like, no help whatsoever. That was VP magic.
And Flit slides out, so they're just going to try to go save. And Tabson's going to get blindsided by this. That's one M4 down and potential for another. Virtus.pro down to the second, but like I was saying kind of at the start of the series, we've seen all the teams in this group, Heroic, Big, Cloud9, and VP, run it down to the final second, and VP seemingly always get away with it.
The only ones who can, yeah, consistently. So,
and to nobody's surprise.
Whether or not in isolation, you can explain why that round was bad and won't work again. VP are the only ones that can break your logic in half and win it right there. So there's something to it where he
could have been behind the cake.
It was no. I mean, it was like a very nice. I would just say to give Mir some credit here.
Okay.
Like he only had basically the time to clear one angle, but that would be the most common spot for Crimbo to be in.
So very tough stuff. Flit farming last round, killed 3 at the end, and now Prosis just seemingly fine to hold on his own.
All right.
You give him enough chances, he's going to stick the landing, but now Montu peeks into James' scope, and the door has been reopened. Still a man disadvantage to deal with, but when you have VP with a minute on the clock, everybody should be stressed.
It's like the moment Montu finally decides to swing into something, and it's like the moment where he actually didn't need to. They had the 5v3 to chill and wait. And now it gets a touch scary. This spot is definitely very good. And you, oh yeah, peeking up and flashing over it is awesome. Shot missed here from James. He goes back and gets a glance that James is going to stick around as the clock bleeds down. This should be one.
Looking likely. All is good. So it takes 6 rounds, but we've got Big on the board by way of Prosis 2K down in dark.
Not bad.
Seemed easy as far as he's concerned.
Yeah, a round like that's going to happen every once in a while. I've seen him get that exact same frag on an early smoke when they run through. Just good job watching it and not just smoking it and going back into the site. It's the fault of VP to not molly on the other side, but if they did, then they wouldn't have been able to push through, so. Counter-terrorists win. Job done. Yeah.
That one's gonna sting. Virtus.pro right back to winning ways. It's a one-off round win from Big. 6 rounds deep. But Mir's flushed off the bridge. And Tabson's getting flashbang supported from B. Oof, Flit, there's half his health gone. So Prosis and Flit just in this like eternal battle of utility in dark.
I'm glad to see though some of the CT utility coming back because there's just almost no pressure back from the CT side. It's just this crack spot into re-molly, re-smoke. It's very basic. So sometimes you don't get to kill your targets and you have to deal with an exec, but at least you can try to soften them with unconfirmed damage.
Putting the op in, okay. There's nobody at the distance.
Problem is for Montu in some of these spots, if he just sits and they wait long enough, he'll get flashed.
Also, if he peeks deep enough to kill Fame, that's when Flit can peek out and trade right away.
They actually don't have a flash though, and that's confirmed tag, so that's good.
Well-timed molly. Bomb floating outside of B long. It's Montu inside dark room. It's Prosis on platform. Good shot from Montu. No immediate trade out of Flit, and an incendiary lets him turn that op to the other entry point. 15 on the clock. They can flush out the player towards platform. 5 seconds to spare. James dies.
Oh.
That's a perfect frag grenade, but they have to call it a save, and they're not going to get away with this. Only Norbert can run for the hills, and no guarantees with T-spawn already occupied here by Tabson.
Yeah, nice one.
James op cleared, and that's money lost. Finally, the money of Virtus.pro starting to get low. That's 3 rounds won by the clock. All of bigs, based on time. Usually, that's James' secret weapon. Waiting for the peek on Dark. As Montu has been very mobile throughout this CT side, we've seen him on both bomb sites and now here on Bridge. James opens up. Peeks.
Oh man, that's the problem
jiggle.
with that jiggle, yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what we're talking about. A consistency in Process's defense is him just jiggling that corner, and James is quick to the trigger. Montu gonna burn quite a bit, half health before seeing anything. Fame still working with the Tech 9. B-site banks on Tabson towards Temple. Sin picks up the incendiary and just does the same thing Process was.
Yeah. They both kind of have been instructed that this is like their job.
It's 2 mice in the same trap. But that op has moved back around towards Long instead. This Molly's gonna get them control of Dark. Smokes go down on site as well. It's gonna delay the split because of the Molly, but at least it guaranteed them control.
Spam back default, gotta be careful.
Tabson gonna pop the smoke open. No fight there towards jail. Will peel one off Long. Bomb dropped again. Plenty of time to pick it up. And Fame running rampant through the site. Virtus.pro straight back to winning rounds.
Yeah. I guess, you know, we know exactly what happens right there. It's James this time. His op pick is just, okay, hopefully Montu's not starting E-Box. Let's see if we can just duel this crack spot that we see in every single demo from Big in this position on E-Box, and, well, eventually, of course, Process goes down.
Haven't seen James go to peel him off that position until now, so round 10, he pulls it out. Great way to reopen the T side for a very dominant half. 7 guaranteed, 2 to go. It's just, I mean, it's crazy how someone can have so much impact. I could just feel it coming. You just know when James gonna hit them.
He's so good at hard shots. He really is.
You just know when it's gonna happen. So VP from a 4v5 into a potential 9-round T-side. A-site completely open. Poor Tabson. He did no wrong.
No one in A. Not a single person.
It's just the perfect call at the perfect moment after a pretty perfect half. It's a quick scramble back over to the site. We didn't see them go for the retake the round prior, and by the time they get there, oh, Mir even coming through timing on middle as well. He gets that kill on Tabson through smoke, catching Crimbo on the camera. Montu's gonna blindside him to at least keep the hopes and dreams of a A-site retake alive. But again, there's just so much utility here in the face of Big, and Fame, he's happy to chase Process, who jumps back up into his own coffin. Big looking behind them like, can we just save? But it's the last round of the half. They're met by more smokes. This is literal desperation. And in contrast, a masterclass from Virtus.pro. A 9th round guaranteed. There's no entry. Sorry, boys. A-site's closed. B-site's always open. And VP, a mere 4 rounds from locking in London. And doing it in convincing fashion as well. Definitely just setting themselves apart from the rest of the pack in Group D. VP show up at their first ever Blast groups with eyes on finals. But T-side Anubis, anything can happen.
Very true.
We get 2 kills both ways. Tabson down to 40.
Watch this Crimbo lurk. It's coming in from behind.
Fame running back. Ooh, gets into cover now. Knows every single position, so VP can play accordingly. Flanks upon flanks.
Look at Fame. He's actually running around through spawn just to get back to mid.
They're going to be pretty concerned. The other players start to move forward. Flit, it's a pretty quick trade. And honestly, Fame gets there relatively quick. tabseN's going to be exposed to this. Fame trying to serve up the distraction. Flit's looking for the trades. Managing damage, but that's it. Sin puts down 2. That's pretty scary.
Yeah, wow.
Look out for that.
Nature is scary.
So I've been told, when you got James out there in the world, never know what he's up to.
James is just a reflection of our deepest thoughts. He's just brave enough to act him out in real life.
Oof, I like that.
Oof.
James knows no fear.
All right, let's see if he can play any tricks here on Fame. Sneak into baskets. Oh!
Whoa, he's alive. No way!
Wow, that was
Dude, he pulls that gun out and kills Crimbo? Come on! At least Process, yeah, he'll pick it up, and this one falls to Big. Let's go. Okay, thank God they get that.
Jesus, that was so nice from Fame. Like, I can't even believe he got that, but just equally as good and even better from Process to get the trade and the second frag denied.
Dude, just the way he jumps out of the, like a jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Just pops, M4's up, gets the kill. I feel bad for Crimbo. Poor guy's 5 and 10 off that.
Yeah, it was a very scary way to spot, though, and it wasn't perfect either. And that's why Crimbo snuck up to the baskets position in the first place. Fame didn't do that exactly right.
You know, I'm going to criticize Process and Sin sitting over on that B site doing little jiggles with incendiaries. I feel like that one's even more dangerous.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. It was super dangerous.
Don't want to see more of that.
It was super dangerous, and he had a blind spot. I think he just didn't realize how shallow the spot was.
Fit for the sake of Big. 3 rounds away from tying this up, but we've got guns in the hands of VP now. Do they shut down Big quick? Also looking forward to seeing how Norbert contrasts his B defense on Darkroom in comparison to the one that we kind of saw repeated over and over. Right now he's leaning back on platform. We got 4 VP members leaning into B, so if Big think they're going to find something easily, doesn't look likely. Jame even finding a smoke shot. As if Big needed something worse to deal with. Smoke start to fade. Vision on the jail player, Norbert.
Oh, no molly.
Yeah, he just catches vision of tabseN.
Oh, they should have mollied that on the approach. They don't have one, though, actually.
So stuck with a smoke on Crimbo.
Ooh, there's enough time for this. There is enough time for this. And they can even come back. This ties up the CTs. They've got someone behind enemy lines who can cause a distraction. The CTs start to filter out, and Process doesn't know that exactly, so could end up just getting caught off guard, but draws their attention back. The CTs
A's
all
open.
looking in this direction. A is open.
Every kill here is Big. Every member that he pulls off of this round is one less for what feels like the inevitable A retake. You can still see the hesitation of Sin.
They're terrified. Look, I mean, they're flanking the wrong site right now. Bomb is on the other side of the map.
Yep.
This is all wrong for Virtus.pro. Big have tricked them.
They start just run over to the A play.
You still got to be worried about pushing, though, because they were there now for so long, they could be anywhere. Oh my god, that was close.
We've got no kit on these CTs. We've got an incendiary for Mir, that is all. Nade goes too deep on camera. They're already ahead of the pack. Sin, good snapshot. Mir, no way he gets those both.
Wow.
Crimbo, it's a clutch attempt, but he gets blindsided from Flit, and all that repositioning so smooth from Big, and it all boils down to nothing.
Yeah, Mir does the amazing right there. And that's actually pretty selfless from James just walking in first with the op, but he is
willing to
less
be traded.
likely to trade, yeah, so better to have Mir come out to refrag him. Trusted him right there. Maybe they can recreate some of that, but time's limited. They've already given up a 10th round here to Virtus.pro. We're now 3 away from London completely.
Yes, sir. And looking good across the board.
And this is the guy who wants to be in London more than anyone else.
We already locked in Mezzi. Montu has called London home. But unfortunately, we are not getting the Montu of yesterday. Nor the Crimbo. Vying for control of top middle. tabseN just shooting some bullets through. We get this A-lean. VP Willing to leave Norbert solo B for now. Definitely looks like they're just going to play retake, seeing as he has all that utility as well. Tabson's looking at his teammate's screen. Careful, Fame's coming. Fame's real close to this. Tabson not ready at all.
Oh, hunted down.
Never suspected that they would get so aggressive. He did not put up a fight whatsoever.
Never rest on your laurels. They are watching your demos.
And with it, it's man advantage. 30 seconds left over. We get this stacking of the B site right at the perfect moment. Mir challenged mid, loses his head. Bomb starting to lean over A.
This is big. Nice one for Sin. They have a full split. Just Jame by himself. Little old Jame.
Just little old Jame. Just one guy and his trusty op.
Oh, Flash does nothing.
A single shot and Crimbo's dead. Concerned about the mid split. Let them have the bomb site. He banks on the retake. 7 to the clock. 3 seconds left, and the plant is guaranteed. Montu uncontested. Jame giving them a little wiggle room, but it's a fast flank coming out from Fame. Montu on the angle, missed shot critically at this point. Nade moves forward, M4 from mid, hits the damage, but Sin still stands.
Oh,
it's
Montu.
another missed shot. And then Prosis empty-handed. Fame just chewing through this retake. All 3 kills are his, and VP 2 away.
I can see why you'd get a little bit rocked by the fact that they're just running the entire flank to miss one, but you gotta hit 1 of 2 right there. Sin does a good job of getting the middle kill as well as getting low on a different kind of clock. It's not the round clock, it's the match clock. It's the opportunity clock.
The doomsday clock. Flit feels the pressure, falls back, and we've got Prosis in dark. Oh, but they have to fall out of it for a second, and that just gives the right amount of time for James to get onto the platform. Do they take the chance of pressing through this smoke? James ready for them if they try. He's gonna pop it open. Oh, he kills Tabson with the nade. And 82 health off Sin. Then he comes in with 2 shots. Dude, you can't beat him. Montu finally puts him down to reopen this door. It's a prolonged Galil spray that's just good for 2. And Crimbo, we've been waiting for his moment. This could be the big one. Swapping to the op with 3 players around, but it's the bomb that's out in the open. And 2 players ready to peek him as he stands here. They've got this. VP 6 map and match points.
Oh, man, that was
Galil spraying into him. But James is like Zywoo sometimes in that regard. When he's like getting flashed, getting fragged, getting mollied. 2 of the offers that really just seem to still be able to control the pressure of it. We get an all-out rush towards top mid. It's just desperation at this point. Big. The dream of London will have to be reborn tomorrow because Virtus.pro have taken the highway to the spring finals. They dropped 1 map versus Cloud9 yesterday, but none of these really a challenge versus Big. Their first run at a Blast Groups, and VP go straight to the season finals. We talk about how these upcoming teams need more opportunities, how a closed circuit keeps these guys out of it. Look at this. Give them 1 chance, and they dominate their group. Poor Crimbo, who, I mean, we have sang his praise as of late. After the difficult close qualifier, we saw a flash in the pan last night. The individual potential of a player like Crimbo or Montu or Tabson. And they'll go to bed tonight with the hope of taking down their opposition tomorrow, because I'm sorry, Crimbo, but you don't have a damn chance. It's VP, baby. Every step